Lakeside Dental Clinic, Go Island, is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic.
Today, we're simulating an event called speed campaigning.
What's hot and what's not in Parksville leading up to the municipal election. Trillium Arts, a family of creators, and an island adventure for the taste buds.
You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're here in the boardroom of the Nanaimo Chamber of Commerce. Now, you've probably heard of something called speed dating, and you probably know that there's an election coming up municipally on November the 15th. Well, the two are combining. It's called speed campaigning, an event coming to the Vancouver Island Conference Centre on November the 4th. We're going to give you a little sample of how that might go over the course of the next 30 minutes. We've been bringing you profiles of municipalities that come within our viewing region. We're telling you about Parksville today. The PQB News and the Parksville and District Chamber of Commerce are hosting an all-candidates forum in Parksville. It takes place on Tuesday, November the 4th at 7 o'clock at the Parksville Community and Conference Center. There's a lot of municipal talk taking place on November the 4th, including speed campaigning here in Nanaimo, if this is your district. Kim Smythe is CEO of the Chamber of Commerce here in Nanaimo. And we're going to recreate a little bit of an invention, if we can call it that. What is speed campaigning?
Speed campaigning is our approach to the All Candidates Forum here in Nanaimo on November the 4th. What we're going to do is gather everybody at the Vancouver Island Conference Centre. We're breaking the ballroom into 3 separate rooms, one room for school district candidates, one room for council candidates, and one room for mayoral candidates. We're going to have tables set up around each of these rooms. A candidate will get a table, and they'll have 5 or 6 minutes to explain their platform and talk about their issues and to greet the guest voters as they travel around the room. We're going to try to do this in a speed campaigning format, which means that every 5 or 6 minutes we're going to ring a bell, encouraging people to move on to meet a new candidate.
Now, do I have to talk to somebody that I don't want to talk to?
No, you do not.
Okay.
You don't have to talk to anybody you want.
And I don't have to listen to anybody that I don't want to listen to.
Correct. What we want people to do is to preview the candidates that they'd like to speak to by going online or contacting them for their information, or by using one of the information websites around town, like VIREB's site, the Chamber of Commerce site, and some of the other group sites. And that way they'll be able to narrow down the candidates that they would like to get to meet that night.
And if the bell rings and I'm not done hearing what a particular candidate has to say, I can stay and learn more.
You sure can.
Excellent. Now, who are you working with on this project?
Young Professionals of Nanaimo are one of the groups that we're working with, and probably the most prominent group that we're working with. The YPN will help us by greeting guests, showing them the ropes, and then helping people move around during the course of the evening.
Some other interested parties in Nanaimo will have tables at the event, from what I understand?
That's right. The Progressive Nanaimo is a group that's out there trying to mobilize folks to vote, as well as the Ratepayers Association will have a table. VIREB will have a table so that they can talk about their website called No Vote, No Voice. And yeah, it's going to be a great night. We're also going to feature a debate amongst the mayoral candidates to close the evening out.
Excellent. I think our time's up. We're going to talk with the Ratepayers Association and Progressive Nanaimo after a short break.
Still to come today, Trillium Arts on the Cedar Yellow Point Artisans Tour, Rapid Fire with Dan Marshall, and taking your taste buds on an island adventure.
You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're going to join in speed campaigning style the Ratepayers Association of Nanaimo and Progressive Nanaimo later on this edition of Go Island, and find out why they are so committed and what they're doing to increase voter turnout at the polls this coming municipal election. In Nanaimo, back in 2011, only 26% of eligible voters turned out. But first, we're going to take a twist and a turn into the world of creative arts. Kelly Robinson introducing us to a woman whose love for the arts started at a very young age. Start. We are doing a fun little mock-up on something called speed campaigning, coming to the Vancouver Island Conference Centre on November the 4th. Bill Carter is with Progressive Nanaimo. What is Progressive Nanaimo?
Progressive Nanaimo is a group of people who thought it was important to get the message out for the new candidates to be seen publicly and see what they have to offer the community. Get a chance to see them in action, speaking, and try to get a sense of who they are and what they have to offer.
Excellent. Roblyn Hunter is also with Progressive Nanaimo. Why did you form and when? Because you're fairly new.
Well, it was about 6 months ago a group of us got together because we were discouraged by the community inclusion in city decisions, so we really wanted to make a difference.
How do you know, Bill, if you're actually going to be making a difference?
Well, hopefully there will be more people voting this time around. We want to break the 30% if we can, and if we can break 30%, we've made a difference. And I hope that we can make a difference for the new candidates. Many of them are very experienced and worthy, qualified individuals, as you'll see.
Excellent. Okay, Roblyn, what does that support look like? How are you interacting, engaging, and supporting these candidates who are stepping up for the first time?
Well, we've had 3 public forums so that the public can come and hear them speak, hear their answers to the questions. And that's our main one, but we also want to get the message out about voting responsibly, the importance of how we vote, getting enough information about the candidates, and only voting for people that we know well enough to trust that they would represent us properly.
Are you actually saying that you don't have to put 8 X's plus a mayor on the ballot?
Absolutely. If you only know one person that you are confident that has the skills and abilities to represent us, only vote for that one person.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the caliber of the candidates that you've seen so far that are new?
I'm surprised, and in the 3 forums that we've had, we've really watched they've really improved a heck of a lot. They're speaking better, they're more confident in public, and they're a brave bunch of people. I'm impressed.
Do you think, Roblyn, that Nanaimo is a well-informed community? Are we voting based on issues, or are we voting on whose face we know?
Well, I think it's been face recognition. Incumbents are largely the people who get in each time. It's difficult for new people because they don't have that name recognition, and a lot of voters are voting that way. I'd really like to see that changed. I think that we need to become a lot more informed about who these people are, and only voting for people we absolutely know.
Anything else you want to add, Bill?
No, I just think that people should really take a look at the new people as well as the incumbents and just try to make a really informed decision. It's important that you get out and vote. Mm-hmm.
Nice way to change the word old into incumbents. I noticed that. Very smooth. I think we're out of time. We're going to throw things over now to another rapid fire installment with Dan Marshall. Today it's all about municipal politics. We're here in the boardroom of the Nanaimo Chamber of Commerce talking to Randy O'Donnell. He's with the Nanaimo Ratepayers Association. What is the Nanaimo Ratepayers Association?
Kate, the Nanaimo Ratepayers Association was formed about 18 months ago when a group of people got together that were really concerned about the direction of our city, and it grew from there.
And is it all about taxes?
No, it's not about taxes. It's really about decision-making, governance, and really where our city is going to move forward. Historically, we've been a very income-poor city for a city of our size, and that's part of our history. We really need to change. We need to make this a city that supports young families.
How big is your group?
We have about 160 members, and ours are paid members, so they're pretty committed.
Paid members?
Paid members.
Okay, and now how are you going to increase the average income here in Nanaimo?
Well, you know, taxes are a big part of it because taxes affect everyone, businesses, individuals, certainly seniors, and this is becoming a city of senior citizens rather than young families. So we have to make it attractive economically for younger people to move here.
Does your group have any of your members running in the upcoming election?
No, we did have a member who is running in the election, but he has stepped down. He's no longer part of our directorship.
Okay, things change daily, especially when there's an election just around the corner. What is your interest, objectives in participating in the speed campaigning event that's taking place at the conference center on November the 4th?
Well, the more information we can provide to our members, the better informed they are, and the better choice that they're going to make when they go into that voting station. So this is all about keeping people informed. And I would like to thank our partnership that we've kind of had with Progressive Nanaimo. You know, our aims and our goals might be somewhat different, but we share a lot of the same concerns. They've done a great job.
How do you know you're successful? How do you know that the objectives that you're setting out as a group have been met?
Well, as a group, we've talked about this for a long time, and we've actually spent a lot of time speaking with the candidates, doing a lot of background work, and we have pretty much decided on who we think will make a great council.
Excellent. Okay, you can get more information and people can interact with you directly at Speed Campaigning November 4th, the Vancouver Island Conference Center put on by the Nanaimo Chamber of Commerce in partnership with the Young Professionals of Nanaimo, Progressive Nanaimo, and the Ratepayers Association, or the Nanaimo Ratepayers Association. All takes place at 5 o'clock. We're going to throw things over now to Rayanne LaPlante. She's taking an island adventure for the taste buds. Must have been a pretty hard shoot for Rayanne to do. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. Thank you so much for watching. One more time, Speed Campaigning taking place at the Vancouver Island Conference Center Tuesday, November the 4th. It's a 5 o'clock start. You can get full details, nanaimochamber.bc.ca. Another event to mention before we sign off, taking things in an entirely different direction. Our friends at Nanaimo News are putting on a fundraiser for CHLY Radio. It's a Kung Fu tea ceremony taking place at Sushi A. Tickets will be sold in advance. Now, we've participated in those tea ceremonies on previous editions of Go Island. They're very fun, and Swan and Lloyd, they're so cute together. They're just such a great couple. If you haven't experienced them, their radio show, or the tea ceremony, you can do that on Saturday, November the 1st from 3 until 4 o'clock. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. Get out there, get involved. Municipal elections, November the 15th.
Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic, a division of the Vancouver Island Implant Center, delivering dental services, including dental implants and sedation dentistry, all under one roof. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.